On Monday, we saw the single largest decline of the stock market in 2 decades. A decline that threatens not just the wealth of Wall Street executives, but the life savings and the jobs and the economic security of millions of ordinary Americans. Everywhere you look, the economic news is troubling. But for so many of you here in Michigan, it isn't really news at all. I mean, 600,000 jobs have been lost since the beginning of the year, including about 30,000 here in Michigan. The unemployment rate here in Grand Rapids and other parts of this state is nearly double what it is across the country. And a new jobs report's coming out tomorrow that experts predict will show our 9th straight month of job loss. 9 straight months of job loss. Yet just 2 weeks ago, John McCain said the fundamentals of the economy were strong. I don't know what yardstick Senator McCain uses, but where I come from, there's nothing more fundamental than a job. And when we're losing jobs month after month after month, when good, hard-working Americans who've done everything right watch their dreams slip away, the fundamentals of our economy are not strong. And it's time we had a president who understands that. It's time we had a president who understands what it's like to stand alongside people who've been laid off their job and walk the picket line with them, who understand what it's like to listen to a grown man choke up because he hasn't just lost his job, he's lost his pension, he's lost his health care, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to go home that day and explain to his wife and his kids that they're in trouble, and he may not be able to take care of them the way he wants. There's something wrong about that. There's something un-American about that. And that's the reason I'm running for president, is to change that. It's not just jobs, though. Home values are falling. If you have a job, wages and incomes have flatlined. The cost of everything, from gas to groceries, is going up and up and up. These are the quiet storms that our families have been facing for months, if not years. These are the storms that will only get worse if we don't act, and act now to pass the rescue plan that's before the House of Representatives. Democrats and Republicans in the House need to do what the Senate did last night. They need to go ahead and deal with this immediate crisis, understanding that the immediate crisis alone is not going to solve the long-term problems here in Michigan, but can prevent it from getting worse. If the financial markets collapse and loans are not available, businesses, large and small, will follow. We're already seeing reports of that today. The auto industry, as tough as it's had it, is getting even more decimated because people can't get car loans now. Small businesses aren't able to get loans to make payroll. If this continues, then we could see the unemployment rate jump even higher. So it's your jobs, your savings, your ability to pursue your dreams for your children that are at risk. And that's why we have to act. That's why we have to set aside the politics of the moment and exercise something we haven't seen in Washington lately: responsibility. Now, let me be clear, because I know people are frustrated. The fact that we're in this mess is an outrage. It's an outrage because we didn't get here by accident. This was not a normal part of the business cycle. This did not happen because of a few bad apples. This financial crisis is a direct result of the greed and irresponsibility that has dominated Washington and Wall Street for years. It's the result of speculators who game the system, regulators who look the other way, lobbyists who bought their way into our government. It's the result of an economic philosophy that says we should give more and more to those with the most and hope that prosperity trickles down on everybody else. A philosophy that views even the most common sense regulations as unwise and unnecessary. This crisis is nothing less than a final verdict on that failed philosophy. And it is a philosophy I'm running for president to put to an end. Enough is enough.